Tonight, we're tracking college protests in Greater Boston and nationwide. So many students are demonstrating right now. This is video from MIT. You can see people are camping out on the campus. This has been going on for days now, both here in Cambridge and across the country, with protests from California to our nation's capital, to Michigan and to New York City. Live in Cambridge tonight on the local angle of this story, NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield. Michael, what's happening there at MIT tonight?
Glenn, tensions have been rising here at MIT and at college campuses around the country over the last several days because of these tent encampments that have been popping up, students trying to send a message to university leaders. A coalition of student groups setting up this tent encampment on MIT's campus. They want the school to divest from any financial ties it has with Israel.
We are going to insist that the school change this relationship to funding and maybe rethink in general the kinds of relationships to funders that we have and the ways that it shapes the kind of research that we're doing. One
of the groups in the coalition is Jews for Ceasefire, which held a Passover Seder inside the encampment on this second night of the Jewish holiday.
Looking back at the pain in our collective Jewish history is a call for us to understand what's happening in Gaza and make sure that no one has to go through this suffering and that safety comes through solidarity.
I think that these students are lost souls. They are confused.
MIT professor Recep Levy is part of the MIT-Israel Alliance. He says the vast majority of the Jewish community on campus believes the tent encampment is anti-Semitic, including Jews for Ceasefire.
This group is vocal, but it's essentially representing a very extreme and small group of Jewish people that lost their way.
The tent encampment is outside the building which houses the Jewish organization Hillel. Professor Levy says Hillel was told to have its Passover Seder Monday night elsewhere out of safety concerns while allowing the encampment to remain.
This is clearly a sign that things are not under control. This is clearly a sign that MIT lost its way.
Students here at this tent encampment say they have no plans to pack up and leave. The school says it's watching the situation very carefully for any disturbances. Live at MIT tonight, Michael Rosenfield, NBC 10 Boston.
For more on the protests happening on campuses in the Boston area and nationwide, go to NBC10Boston.com for our extended digital coverage.